So, am I live? Yes. All right. I figured that I do a lot of things off camera, so that I want to finish things on camera. So this is a bead crochet project that I'm working on. Let me just move. So I don't see a chat. Get my Hello, Samantha. How are you? Thanks for coming in. All right. So I'm gonna get set up because, like I said, this is the first time I've done this, so bear with me. I've been out of sorts for a while. All righty. Hey, Sherry. I'm Jen. How are you? I'll be driving and listening. Be careful, sweet pea. I am doing better. I'm not up to par yet. What the doctors explain is it's going to take some time because I have a stubborn streak in me that says, no, I'm not ready to go to the doctor. No, I'm not ready to go to the ER, but all right. But we're not here to talk about that. So here we go. If anybody knows me, knows I like to bead crochet too. And bead crochet is not hard at all. It is when you break your fingernail off like that. This is a single crochet bead crochet. You go under the bead, push the bead to the right, drop a bead, and do a single crochet. And I'm shaking. Don't know why. Does it show on camera that I'm shaking? But I would like to see my own self, really. How come I can't see my... This is on my phone, so I have no idea what I'm doing. Oh, there it is. Hang on. So maybe I can see... There it is. Hang on. So maybe I can see... Pretty neat. Okay. So let's continue on. I've been watching people do their projects on live and really getting the views. No, you're not going to make a fortune off of the views on something like this, I don't think. But they sure do quite a bit. So I just wanted to see. Hey, Sandra. How are you? Are you on break? How you guys like my little turtle? Isn't he? This one is pink and purple. That's what the yarn was. Thread. This one is purple and blue. I don't know if you can see the blue in there. This one is blue, silver line blue. And I gave him some like teenage mutant ninja eyes. That's what it looks like. I didn't like the top on this one. It frosted it. It shouldn't have done that, but here's my very first one I did. He's got some teenage mutant ninja turtle eyes too. And he's the green and the green ones. Look how cute he is. Yeah, all right. So what I'm going to do is things that I started offline, I'm going to try to do online, and I've already messed up. Try to get back in the swing of things too. I'm on vacation this week, just waiting to hear from the groomer, pick up my puppies. Oh, pups. Oh. Pebbles. I'm going to make this bigger so I can see the chat. All right. Hey, Jonathan. How are you? I was thinking of you this past weekend. I had a bad flare-up, and I was thinking of you. I know we have the same things. But they got me on some heavy antibiotics, prednisone, and some other stuff. I got a shot. What I call a dope bag is they give you a bunch of medicine to make you feel good for till you get to your doctor. That's what I call a dope bag. And I have no idea why I'm shaking so bad. Sandra, when with Crohn's, it can be stress related. It could be something you ate. It could be anything triggers it. You always live in a constant, oh no, is today going to be the day? But I did learn something, guys. Believe it or not, I'm not going to be as stubborn and hard-headed as I have always been. I am messing up big time. I noticed last Wednesday that something wasn't right. So I said, oh, I went and told my husband, I said, oh, no. You know when something just isn't right? I call it my ER pain because it's a pain that it just, it's unbearable. Believe it or not, it's unbearable. And I went and told him, I said, oh, that's an ER pain. But then I came back here and I was watching, was it Diana's? No, I don't remember who I was watching. And I sat here and it kept getting worse and worse. And I thought, oh, just get up and move around. So I moved around and I said, nope, I'm going to bed. And I went to bed real early. And I can't believe I don't remember who was on, guys. So I went to bed early and I tossed and turned all night long that it hurt really, really bad. If you've had a toothache that goes, it flares up and it goes down, that's what the tummy was doing. And it was weird because it was on my right side. And it usually isn't on my right side. It's usually right in the middle of my stomach. So I tossed and turned all night long, didn't want to get up, didn't want to do anything. And I laid there for a couple days. Stubborn. But it was the weekend, and who wants to go to the ER on the weekend? I did not want to. Everybody and their brother will be there. So I said, I'll just wait. Well, I eventually had to because it wasn't working anymore. So they give you that, sent flowers for 30 jewels. Oh, Michi, thank you. I don't know what that is. This is my first time. Mama Knows Best said hi. Hello, Gwen. Hi. I'm praying for you. The Crohn's is going good for now. I'm on the mend. I'm on the mend, yes. But Jonathan will tell you too. It takes, you're in this constant state all the time. So when you do have a flare up, it drains you mentally, physically, emotionally, everything. And it's not, here's a sore and this part gets fixed. Your intestines, entire intestines has to heal from the beginning to the end. Sherry, that's so funny because that is the first thing they test every time I go in, even though I tell them I suffer from Crohn's, I hurt, they just you go in and you tell them what's wrong with you, and then they try to because they tell me pain travels, and I understand that, but it wasn't appendicitis, no. Mm. So let me get back to this. But I'm glad that I'm on a mend, and I'm not going to be as stubborn the next time when I feel that, and hopefully it's not the weekend because I will be stubborn on the weekend. I don't want to go visit a hospital on the weekend. Nobody does. So this is a paid pattern that I'm doing. I don't have that many beads left to do on it, so I figured that I would finish it up on live. This will be my first one. And I can't believe I'm shaking. Oh my God. And the only thing I don't like is all these medicines they got you on. Gallbladder attack is a hard one to describe to pain. I've always hurt right in the center, right at the breastplate, separates your breastplate. It's right in the center of there. They always want to say gallbladder. They always want to check the appendix. But they were good to me. They didn't treat me like I was in there for just drugs of skin. Like they always do. They always think when you go to ER on the weekend that you're a fiend looking for drugs, and that's not true. Some people do need them. Can you guys tell that I'm shaking? I usually have this right up in my face, so that's probably why I'm usually faster than this too. It might be go back to bed. I might find something else to work on. I got a lot of things that I want to do. You're lucky if you can get Tylenol at the hospital anymore. Yep. Well, having Crohn's, I can take Tylenol. I can take that. It's the first thing they ask you, what reliever have you been on? And it's like, I can't take any of that. It all upsets my stomach and I'm in trouble. I really think it was, Jesus, I did it again. I think it was a salad that I ate, and I know you're going to say, you ain't supposed to have a salad. But I could live off of a salad every day. I could eat a salad every day. This is harder than I thought it was going to be. I didn't bring my needle with me either. All right, let's try this again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. Kind of feels like you are having a heart attack. Oh no. I don't ever want to have that. Never want that feeling. Yeah. My husband's birthday is today. I'm just not doing very well here. What is the deal? I am using a 1.5. I know what it is. How dingy of me. I'm not doing a single crochet. We're doing a slip stitch. I've been working on other projects. Trying to. Hey, Terry. Sorry if I missed you, sweetie. Let's see, here's my needle. You always got to have a needle laying there. So, Sandra, does your vacation start? Did it start Monday? I just can't believe this shaking. It's going by way too fast. Thank you, Jen. So, I don't want to harp on my health, but let me tell you guys something. I'm not saying that. I don't know if you remember about a year ago where the pharmaceutical would not refill my prescription for the Humira. And I went almost like 6 weeks without my medicine the last time. Well, this time I have been without it for 2 weeks. And now I'm not saying that because I did not get my shot that, I'm sorry, I'm out of frame, is the reason why I flared up. I'm not saying that. But we have been with my gastroenterologist, Blue Cross Blue Shields, and let me tell you, they are the sweetest. They have called and checked on me every single day. Blue Cross Blue Shields and the pharmaceutical people. So when a doctor writes a prescription or when they do a prescription, they do it for certain days, like 10 days, 20 days, 30 days. Well, someone at my gastroenterologist wrote the prescription wrong. So they wrote 2 shots a month in 28 days, where I take a shot weekly. And so then the pharmaceutical steps in and says, no, 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 no. You can't have but only 2 shots in the 28 days. Well, that puts me every other week. And that puts you in another category, as in you're in remission. Well, I don't really believe there's ever a remission with Crohn's. There's always evidence of it lingering somewhere, and it will come back and get you. So we have been fighting them for the last 2 weeks over that. But I'm not saying that's what caused the flare up. Yes, it started Monday. Now this is a slip stitch one. And I think I wore the tip of my hook off. I need a new hook. Am I out of frame again? Oh. I thought it would go by faster than this, because I don't have but probably 200 beads to put on. I know 200 beads sounds like a lot of beads, but it really isn't. Not really. It takes more time to load these up. If you mess up one, if you miss one bead, your pattern is messed up. So then you got to cut your thread, put the bead in, or take the bead out. If it's the wrong bead, I usually just break the bead because it's a lot to go through just to take one out. I think it's very pretty. What do you guys think? Oops, sorry. I'm sure these beads are making a lot of noise on this table too. Is it loud? I hate it. I ain't got a fingernail there. It is quiet? Cool. I did it again. Darn it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh. Two, 4, 6. I did get me some more yarn from Vilrita the other day. Watering my wannabe veggies. I do not have a green thumb when it comes to plants. I love them. That's so pretty. I haven't decided what I was going to make it into. I thought about a necklace. I could stop at any time at the repeat of the yellow and the green right here so they match up. So right there. It is just so pretty. I got green expecting red tomatoes. And green. I always wanted to do the hydro, the water plants. How hard can that be? But the thought of water sitting around in a hot area like we are here in Alabama scares me. Hydroponics inside. I don't know. Having water standing in, well, I would have never thought in the house. I would have put it on my back porch is what I would have done. But I think they're neat. What is it? The West Nile when you have standing water? And we have like, we have 11 months worth of heat. I'm a big potato girl. I like, I would like to grow potatoes because I could eat potatoes every day too. Not good for you, but not good for your hips and stuff. Okay, we're getting into the red here. Hubby's back from the store. He wants steak today. You know, when you get steak, you get a salad. And I'm a little scared to eat a salad right now. And use them to take out those bulbs. Sandra. No, I still have to take that sucker down. I would rather replace. No magnets. All right, I'm doing a live, sweetie. Oh, I'm sorry. That's all right. I told him it was your birthday. Everybody was saying happy birthday. They were saying happy birthday, young man. They have grow bags for potatoes. Well, Terry, you can see actually I don't do garden. When we were little, we had a garden. And let me tell you, the only thing that I liked out of our garden was the little baby corns when they just started growing ears of corn and tomatoes, the baby tomatoes. I like them in my salads too. But other than that, I don't like that garden. Seriously, I did find a broken bulb remover from Amazon. It has a rubber gripper thing. It's not, I can remove a bulb. It's these, I don't know why, but these fans, I have replaced the bulbs in these fans so many times. But you know where the silver part of the bulb is when you go to when it pops, you can hear it. So when you go to remove the bulb, that silver piece stays in the socket. I did remove it one time by turning the power off and kind of twisting it like a prong in there, twist it like that to get it out. But as we age, I get scared of things. Like I won't even crawl on top of the house anymore. Things that I used to do, now I just won't. I won't even think about doing it. It's not something I want to do. But it's funny, I have no problem undoing the electrical part for the fan and the light, but I have a problem taking the bulb out. Isn't that crazy? I mean, why replace it? It's going to pop in again, and these fans, I think, well, they're probably like 15 years old, maybe. I probably need new ones anyway. Candelabra bulbs. Yep. Now I said I don't have no problem. I ain't. You see, I'm procrastinating about changing that fan out. I just buy these little lamps. Go to Ollie's and get the LED light. Put it in the light socket. They're much better. They're only like $9. I've had this one on for, oh my, almost a year now. It's never been turned off. It stays on. She's a candelabra girl. So what's everybody working on? I have to do some watching some videos, catch up on lives and stuff. I saw Jen. She did a good job going by herself. I'm sorry. Um, I'm sure if you guys watched us many times, you will see when I'm having a bout is when you see me rocking. I'm trying to stay busy so that the pain isn't that bad. But she did a good job. Thanks for everybody saying they miss me. People that sent well wishes. People that did text me personally and ask me or tell me they was thinking of me. I appreciate that. See, she doesn't need me. We always miss you. Well, thank you. I don't intentionally try to miss any. But I'm telling you, once you start getting old, every day is a blessing just to wake up on this side. Because I'm telling you, I always fear that, they always want to say, well, we could put you in the hospital. Um, and nobody wants to go to the hospital. And I asked him, is it my last resort? Do I need to be in the hospital? No, we can dope you up now and send you home and see how you do on this medicine. And then pray that it goes all right. But I did learn a lesson. Amber, this is so easy. I have said many times, all these crafts that everybody does, all the crafts in the world, they all are related one way or another. As you can see, excuse me, sorry. This is just a slip stitch. We know how to do a slip stitch. All you do is stick your hook underneath of it. If you can use a smaller hook, like a 1.5, I have smaller ones. I use a 0.90. I can go smaller than that. You just stick your hook under there, push that bead down, bring your thread up or like that. Drop a bead and do a slip stitch. Oops. Flip it over, drop a bead, do a slip stitch. I enjoy this really. So here's I don't know if you see my little turtles. I'll show. I'm proud of them. This was a learning process. How to do this one is a slip stitch. This one is a single crochet. And all it is the way that the beads lay. So the beads on this lay in a round. So this is a round too. If you see, there's a round, but the beads lay like that, but they go this way. What these do. What size hook do you use with the thread? Different ones. This one I'm using a 1.5 because I'm using a size 10 crochet thread. These, like this one is a size 20 weight. And these are size 10, 11 beads. These are size 10 I prefer the 10 really. These are 10 These are 8 and they're not, they're really, I don't know, let's see if you can tell the size difference. These are 11 These are smaller than these, and these are smaller than these. So 11 the bigger the number, the smaller the bead. Let me make sure I got that right. So 11 10 So 11 this is smaller than these, yes. So this is an 8 which is bigger than, the smaller the number, the bigger the bead. Some of these you just, this is the same pattern. It's just the way that you line the beads up. Do it 1 row, 2 row. They're the same patterns. These are 11 and I just put E6000 in the end. These little nubs that I put on the end, and then you put your jump rings and stuff on it, and you got bracelets. Like, how do you figure out the order? Actually, I use a bead program, JB Beads. It's a lot of playing around too. This is a paid pattern, but it was the first time I ever done beads on something like this. When I did it, it was like, I've done this pattern. Matter of fact, everybody's probably done the turtle. You're just doing it in a size 10 thread and you're adding a bead to it. It's the same pattern. I bought a pattern that's free on there. You're just adding beads to it. That's all it is. Matter of fact, where is he? He's right. So if you really wanted to learn it, get you some pony beads. Hang on. Get you some pony beads. And so this is the one with pony beads. He's probably going to be huge on here. So this, he is the same one as any of these. The same one. So the pattern that I bought was for these. So I decided to learn to do this with the pony beads. And these are, that's what he looks like on the bottom. It's much easier to do it with this way. He's supposed to have a flower design there, but as you can see, mine is a little off. But I don't care. It was my first one. These are aquarium rocks. So I put the eyeballs on there. Aquarium rocks. Hi, Sonia. Yeah, so if you wanted to do that, learn to do it with pony beads first. And I didn't have to use a bulky. This is blanket yarn. I think that's what it was. I didn't have to use blanket yarn, but that's what the pattern said to use. If you use pony beads, you could have done it with a 4 weight, just as good for learning. But I think he's cute. He's a learning. He's a learner. Um, if you are used to 4 weight yarn, etc., what hook would you start with? Um, use what's recommended because um, you could do. I prefer to load my beads. Load them in the order that they go. Sometimes, like this one here is even though it's a 6 round beads, you see me counting them, oh man, it's actually a 11 count, which would be a 12 count really. So I will sit here and count them every now and then. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't know if you can see that. So you constantly keep 6 beads on there. But when you're loading it, it will be 11 beads. So you're going to start here, go around and around again. It's pretty easy. Hey, Michelle. It's hard to explain. I sit and do patterns too. I do a lot of bead work on the side, but make little stitch markers. I do all kinds. He's adorable. Thank you, Terry. Sounds like has anybody been getting rain? Because we've been getting rain for the last couple of days. You would think it'd cool off, but it ain't. Itty bitty is your trademark. Yeah, I don't know. I've always had a thing for. I remember when I was growing up that I liked to collect Pegasus, the Pegasus charms. There was like like 3/4 inch long. I would make earrings out of them. I only have one Pegasus from long. There used to be a store that had these little charms that had the Pegasus, and I would buy one all the time because I thought they were so cute. You know what? I need to make a Pegasus, crochet a Pegasus. Has anybody seen that, or do they even have them? Good job. Yes, Michelle. Sweet Tart, get your channel dropped. I know I did a kitsune, and that was Mama G Gear and Rusty caused me to do that. I When somebody says something that I don't know what it is, I don't ask them, "What is that?" I go and check it out myself. Um, I blame Jean Reeves for that. So I didn't know what a kitsune was, so I went and looked at it. And I am not into all of that anime stuff. I'm not into that. So I thought, I wonder if there's a pattern out for it so I can do it. So I did it. I did one. I enjoyed it really. And then I put it in the auction. Yes, Jen, it was you over your trivet. She said, we were talking one time and she said a trivet, and it was like, okay, I don't know what that is. You know, I call them potholders. That's what I call them. Yeah, she's listening. The Jen clip. Yeah. So I did one and then I turned around and supersized them. And let me tell you, I enjoy both of them was great. But the supersized one, I enjoy him tremendous. The only thing about bead crochet that drives me insane when you have long hair, I don't know, um, any crochet project really, your hair gets wrapped up in it. So if anybody needs any DNA from me and you got anything from me, you got it in your projects. I made it through Detroit. I'm on the other side, so I wanted to say before I do need you, but more than that, I want you as a co. Oh, you can do it by your. Anybody would be lucky to have you as a co-host, Jen. I'm the sassy part of our. You're the sweet. I'm the sassy. What is supersized for Ivy? Terry, did you see my kitsune? This one, a regular kitsune, the first one that I did, he was probably about, I don't know, I would say about 7, 8 inches high. And the supersized one is like 14 inches high. Yeah. And he was made with blanket yarn. We'll count yourself lucky then. I am lucky. I'm lucky to have everybody as friends, or the friends that I got. Into the yellow now. Here, I really thought that I would get through this, guys. So I want to do a series of what I start off camera and finish on camera. Something that's not going to take me long. I was hoping just maybe an hour to see. And believe me, I have a lot of projects. Some that I need to get back to because before I got sick, I had a bunch of projects up there. And what I would do is start, if you remember the circulo project, I started that. I need to finish that. I'm really enjoying that. I'm taking whips apart. I have a ton of them. I do have a couple things coming out. I have been working on these shirts for a while. So I have a video done so far, but I want to show you guys one and see. Well, you probably won't see much of it, but here, look at this. So I got a video out. This is Mandala in the ombre in the color Zen. Now look at them colors. I don't know if it does it very good. So I would like to have a conversation on what's the deal with hexacardies. I really never liked the hexacardies only because of their long sleeves. I never liked it. And I've always tried to do the cardie so that it doesn't have a sleeves not being the issue is what I'm trying to say. So let me show you. Now this is long, but I'm just going to fold it up for you and show you what it looks like. I love this color. Now, this is a little kids one, I will call it a kids because it wasn't huge. So this is done kind of like a polo shirt, but it could be a cardie. And look how beautiful this is. Hey, Vima. Good to see you. So the only seam that you will have is across the top here and across the top on the other side. That's the only seam you have. Easy. And it is from the bottom up. So what I need to do is, I need to make a, what am I going to call it? Because it is a hexie, but it's not done like a hexie. So you can't call it a hexie. I don't know what I'm going to call it. So I'll show you. Here's what it looks like for your arm. Hello, Mariana. So, that's my doctor calling. Fighting over this medicine, I'm telling you, it's driving me insane. Aisha said hi. Hello, Aisha. I'm sorry I missed you. So I'm going to ask, what can we call it? Because I start down here. I know I'm on like this. I start from the bottom. I work my way up. I do my arms. It's not a count out or anything. It is completely all the way around. It is the faux hexie. Hey. But it's kind of like a polo shirt too. I mean, this is just a basic. You can glam it up any way you want to, like putting buttons on the front. This is just like a polo shirt. But I do like the idea of faux hexie. But I like the ideal that it didn't make the arms bulky in the armpit. And the sleeves are as long as you need it to be. So of course, you know, I have more than one that I did. So this was a little one because I had several of these mandalas. And so the other one is I had so many of these colors. Guess what it is? Happy. If this doesn't make you happy, I don't know what will. I really like this one too. So here, this one is, look at this. I have not stitched it up because I'm going to do a video on stitching it up. Call it better sweater. Call it a better sweater. People with flappers. Maybe the other hexie for people with flappers. I don't know. I'm still saggy arms. No, I don't like saggy arms. But this one is, oh, this one is like mid-length. This one fits me. I will stitch this one up too. It's one of those things I was going to do on camera. I started off camera. I'm going to do on camera. So again, you start here at the bottom. Work your way up to the arm. You stitch in like you're doing a hexie. It just looks like that. You only have a point out one way, a point out the other way. You fold it up and you make an arm. I will do your beaded turtle looks adorable. Thank you. I did so many of them that I had a blister on my hand there for a long time. Well, I did so many. Not really. They're tiny though. It was funny too that these are all size 10 threads, and this is a size 10 thread. But this size 10 thread was some stash that I've had. Oh my goodness. Way back. I would say like the early 80s is this crochet thread, which is a number 10, but it's the same. And look, the size difference. This is a size 10 and this is size 10. The only thing is this is a little thicker in a size 10 than this is. I actually thought this was a size 3, but it wasn't. It's a 10. And can you guys tell I did get better with my centers? For these, I couldn't get it right, so I just stuck a bedazzle in there. This one's going out to somebody's home. This is blue and purple. I still have to put the eyeballs on them. And he is a teal green. You would like to try to do one? Thank you, Vima. You guys, this is, you have to have patience. If you have patience, you can doing it real tiny. Like if you see some of the bottoms, like this one was not too good. This is my first one that I did, and you can see that his bottom is not sticking these little fins in was finicky, very finicky. I would like to try to figure out how to do it where it is. But I found out the more you overstuff them, it's easier to do it. Look at him on the bottom. They're so cute. They say they're supposed to be keychains. You're supposed to stick it in a nose right there. I just didn't want to do that. He looks more like a turtle. Snapping turtle. But I love them. Little fidget toys, actually. Because I like to sit here and just roll my finger around the beads. So it could be a fidget toy. Hey, Ivy, honey. Granny D, hello. Good to see you, sweetie. There's videos out there that you guys, if you wanted to do them, like I said, learn it. Don't start off with the little tiny beads. Don't do that. Do like I did. But I've been crocheting with beads for a long time. Pin cushion? Where'd my little... Well, I had it laying there. Oh, let's see. Hey, yeah. Good idea, Jen. That's a good idea. I do have some that don't have beads on them. I started doing them too. Do you guys think I'm bored all the time? A bougie beaded turtle. Pink beaded. Or we call him a bougie beaded pin turtle. They are. I like doing them. Anyway, so I got that coming out with the happy yarn, happy sweater. Remember the song, I'm a happy, happy dog. What was it? Do you remember that one? I was thinking I could call that the happy, happy sweater because it makes me happy. I think you're very creative and get lovely projects done quickly. Somebody taught me to think of more things to use as you're making the better. So I was thinking this was going to be called the I'm a happy, happy sweater. And then I was thinking, well, we all have, I know Granny D does because I saw hers. And I was thinking of her this morning when I come across it. When I say vintage yarn, I'm talking about the discontinued because you're not going to be able to find much of it anymore. Granny D, you'll know which one I'm talking about here. It was the shawl and a ball. Carrie, hello, Carrie. Good to see you. Shawl and a ball. So I want to use the shawl and the balls to make these happy, happy sweaters. They don't take that long in the granny stitch. They don't really take that long. You hear the dog. Yes, I can't believe they... Which shawl and a ball you need? No, I don't need any, honey. I got tons of it. I want to use the shawl and the ball for these happy, happy sweaters. I just want to know how it would actually look. But do a segment on discontinued yarn, what you can use because we all have the discontinued yarn. Cardi and a skein. Yes, because I think, do they not have, is it 570 yards? I think something like that. I agree with you, Terry. I agree with you 100%. I have made several sweaters with the shawl and the ball. So I think it's 570. I will take a look here. Now these are where, you know, it says one ball makes a shawl. It is 58% cotton, 39% acrylic, 481 yards. Well, where did I see one that had 500? The 481 yards is quite a bit. Yes, I hate it when they take something away that you like, and then you sit here and hoard these because you don't want to get rid of it because you're not going to find it anymore. And if you do find it, it's a fortune. But this one is called Soothing Blue. Yes, the unforgettable. Hi, Diane. Only one makes a small shawl. I usually use at least two. Yep. I've made light summer sweaters, I guess, out of several of these. Diane, I'm feeling better. I'm not up to par yet. I still have tummy aches. Have to take medicine like every 4 hours. I get, you know, I usually give my husband sexy looks, but when he comes in with my meds, it's like, get away from me. You're torturing me. So I thought about maybe get some ideas on what we can use, what we can create with. I know we can use this yarn for anything, but I kind of want to see things again using the vintage discontinued yarn, what you can make with some. I know there's patterns out there already, but maybe today's patterns with discontinued yarn. What would it look like? But I think I have all the colors of that, and probably like 3 of each. So with 481 yards, that's plenty to make a top. I like doing tops. I like making tops and cardigans is what I like doing with them. Yes, drop your link. Type in Sweet Tart, one word, drop link. The birdies are out. Only a little stubborn. Nope, I am very stubborn. But I have learned a lesson this last one. And, you know, I say that all the time. I learn a lesson each time, but I'm so stubborn. I swear I should have had this done already. 2, 4, 6. I should have already had it done. I was a little nervous to do this live I don't know why, because I've not done it live this way. But I did notice on my videos that the beadwork is more popular than um, my other stuff. So I thought, well, I'll try this first and see. This last video that I put up, not the last, last Friday, you guys, it got over 15,000 views and 400 likes. Over 400 likes. I think it was 503 when I looked at it this morning. It was like, wow. I haven't seen it in over a week. And then I went and checked it out, and it was 15,000 views. I think that's the highest one I've ever gotten. Now, of course, these views are not somebody actually sitting there looking at it. They're probably just, you know, like looking for your birth date on a phone. Thank you, Diane. You're always too sweet. Have I been on an hour yet? I can't tell. This is weird. So I see up there 13 people, 28 thumbs, $0, and 15. I don't know what that is. This is weird. Kim J, hello, honey. The link gave me Nightbot's link. That link gave me Nightbot's link. What link? It went right to your channel. I clicked on it, went right to your channel. Gwen, beautiful work. Thank you, Gwen. Hello, hello. Showing you started at least 1 hour ago, all I know. This is so different. I don't know what the 15, I think that was Michi. I don't know what, Michi done something. That Michi girl, she's so sweet and witty. So, Kim G, I'm feeling better. It's going to take some time to get back to where I was. Well, I never was real good, but I'm on some heavy antibiotics. And see, and you can't take any pain pills. None. The best thing you can take is a Tylenol, because the rest of the medicine has dyes and stuff in it. Hey, Linda, Designs Rita, how are you? Sweetheart. I haven't seen you in a while. I usually see you over at, oh, I can't think right now. So, I think my husband's wanting steak today for his birthday. What kind of steaks do you guys like? I'm a ribeye girl. I mean, a filet girl. using a size 10 thread. I like it in size 8 beads actually, because as you can see, whenever you lose your stitch trying to find it, you can find it, but when you get down to like a 20 weight or a 80 weight, 40 weight thread, it gets harder to find it. I am doing okay. I'm taking care of my mom full time. Yes, I heard that. Much YouTube and no late nights anymore. Ever have a porterhouse steak? I have once. I'm a I'm a funny girl, believe it or not. Oh, Granny D, thank you. It's funny that like a pork chop, I only want the little round piece next to the bone. I won't eat anything else of that pork chop, just that little round piece next to the bone. Same way with a steak. Like a T-bone, if that was my choice, I would just get the little round piece and that'd be all I want of it. So I guess that's why I like the fillets, because they're round, little, round. 2, 4, 6. Got to count them every now and then. Make sure you're still doing 6. How in the world do you know how many beads to string? You have a pattern. Got to get these hands busy on projects, so I'll be lurking. Okay. Thanks for coming, Granny. Um, believe it or not, I'm going to use these as how I do it. So your pattern, when you work it up on a bead program, is what I use. Then I lay my beads out A, B, C, D, E. Sometimes I'm all the way down to like a J and a K. So you can have tons of them. Like this one was, you can see how many colors here. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 colors in this one. Hey, Rita. 9 colors in this one. So you would have 9 piles of beads. So when it says 5 A's, you pick up 5 A's. Because the bead program, when it puts it in a PDF, it'll tell you exactly how many beads to pick up. So it may be in a spiral is usually 2 A's, 2 B's, 2 C's, 2 D's. And when I said this is like a 6 bead round, it's actually a 12 because you're picking up 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. So you'll pick up 1 and it'll make a 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Rosie Posey said hi. Hi. Did I miss you? I'm sorry. Dib on everything on the Rita. You are my number 1 fan. I swear you are. I know you like this one for sure, don't you? It's pink and purple. And this one is purple and blue. Does it show blue? Can you see a blue in that? Yes, you can see blue. and purple, yeah. This one's already got a home. This one is silver line blue with a rainbow tummy. Look at his Teenage Mutant Ninja eyeballs. I love them. I could make these all day long. This one I just did like I did 3 colors. I picked up one A, B, and C, and I kept doing that around and around and around. But there is some math into this too, guys. I don't like this starts out with 6 singles, but you're supposed to put the 6 beads in there, but with the size 10, I was struggling with it. I did eventually get better, as you can see. I still have a little spot in the center. I'm still working on getting better. But hey, I've come a long ways from. So you start off with 6, then you go to 12, then you go to 18. You know the drill whenever you're increasing. So that's all it is. So when you're doing 6 beads, you have 6 different beads, or a set of 3 twice, and then you just keep going. Yeah, I like them. I think they're beautiful. But I do like what they said, a pin cushion. Should they be bigger, guys? Do you think if we used them as a pin cushion, do they need to be bigger? Love the purple blue. This one. He's so cute. Thank God they didn't ask you to put a little tail on it. I would never get that one in there. Because it is fiddly when you're sewing through this and the fin and here on the other side. So you got to go back and forth there. And it is really. They are also cute. Love that purple and blue one. I like them. Don't have to be bigger, but would work too. No, it doesn't. I need to be bigger, but you could put a what? A strip on it so people would wear it. Oh, Jen. It's a good idea. Look at Jen. She is thinking outside the box. I never even thought of that. Should we put them like that? Huh. I don't know about that, Jen, because I would have to put something on the back. What do you think? Shove it through and stick yourself in? But it would work too. Can make, you would have to have the flatter stomach, the flatter belly. But that'd be, Chris, there's my hunka hunka. Hey, sweetheart, good to see you. Jen, you know what I thought of? What if you could put that on a slap bracelet? Now that you said that, could you think of that? Hmm. He's got a flat. That's my doctor again. I wish they'd get that straightened out. That'd be so cute. Anyway. Almost looks like one of those old-fashioned cloth purses, coin purses. I tried to make one of them coin purses. It was a failure. Not with beads. But that is on my list. That would be a good idea. Yeah. I thought I saw some of them. Yeah, it would stop a needle, but I'm trying to maybe put his belly as a slide on it. I don't know. I would have to think about it. I do have another idea coming up too, using magnets. Them dogs never hush up. Never. I sure missed you, Chris. I thought maybe you got mad at us or we done something wrong. I hope you're doing well. I think someone texted me and let me know that, hey, you was in somebody's live. Oh, Jen's live. You was in Jen's live. And I wasn't there. Not all the time is it my hair in my projects is fuzz. Hope's World of Crochet drop. Hope, good to see you. Welcome in. Type in sweetheart, one word, SWEETTART, and it will drop your channel. And I will go and pick you up too. Oops. Hope, did you drop it, hon? Did I miss it? All right, guys. It's time for medicine and a break. And I'm gonna finish this off camera. So I'm thinking that a project this big is not something I need to sit here and try to do. I need to do that off camera. I appreciate everybody coming by, hanging out with me. And it's my first time doing this, so I will get better at it. Thank you guys. See you later. Bye. Now, how do you end it? Nope. Oh, Lord. So, this is crazy. I don't know how to end it. Uh, mm, oh, Lord. I'm still trying to figure out how to end it. I don't see anything. I see an X. I pushed it. It didn't do it. I'm glad you're getting better. See you later. Call your doctor. I know it. How? So it ain't like ending a phone call. Where is it? After white. After a while, crocodile. Share, create. This is crazy. All right, anybody?
Sounds like you have a plan. What's the next step?
What is that? Oh, good Lord. I don't know how to end this. How about if I just go out? Nope. Oh, Lord. How do you get this? This is crazy. Where is the... I don't know. Start a poll. Okay, that's not it. Oh, good grief. How many buttons can you have on something like this? Are you sure you want to drop? Stop. That's it.